Hello everyone, welcome back to Gloomhaven. Last time we managed to defeat Jexera, siding with the city guards instead, and now we have plenty of leveling up and shop stuff and new stuff to investigate. Just a word of admin, I am trying now to film these a little bit further ahead of time than the date that they go up for publication because the files get so long that YouTube has trouble processing them in the back end, which means when I upload them and publish them, by the time we've gone from upload to publish, the HD version hasn't processed yet, which I'm sure is really annoying if you're coming to these fresh and new. So I am trying to mitigate that in the background. Right, first of all, we found something that is now available in the shop. That was the Skullbane Axe. During your melee attack targeting a living corpse, living spirit, or living bones, add 5 attack to a single attack. That seems really good if you're going out on a specific quest, but you do know what types of enemies you're going to face on your way to any given quest, which is very interesting. And somebody picked that up, so it's already equipped and we can't buy another one. We also have our reputation now at a -1 modifier for shop costs, so everything got a tiny bit cheaper. So, Faith, did you pick this thing up? No? Who picked up this other equipment? Oh, no, that's me being daft. There's one of one in stock in the shop, and it costs 49. There you go. That's how that works. Right. Otherwise, we have a perk available for Brutus. So we have removed a lot of the negative modifiers from his deck. We can get 2 more +1s, although we are mostly +1s at this point. We can take a single +3. We can add pushes, piercing, bludgeoning, pacify, sweep, and bulwark. I think stab is going to be really useful, particularly because it's stab 3, so it's going to get through 3 armor, and things like skeletons and guards and stuff with armor is typically the most annoying stuff. So I think I'm going to take stab. Then Mindy and Faith both need leveling up, but we've also found the Amulet of Life. During your turn, perform a heal 1 self-action. And we can do that as many times as we want, provided we long rest in between to refresh it from being tapped, which is interesting. But I don't think it's better than having advantage on a bunch of our attacks at the moment. So that's the other equipment. So let's do Brutus's level. Level 4. Unstoppable Charge. Attack 5 seems just great. It's just a plain attack. Doesn't burn, doesn't do anything else, just attack 5. Then move 4 and stun, target all adjacent enemies. Or attack 8 and does burn and loot 1 for a devastating hack. And of course we can still pick the previous one, so kill 1 adjacent normal enemy, muddle, attack 2 and muddle, and move 2 and shield. That does still seem really good. But I think attack 5 is just going to do us so well for creatures that have more HP or have a lot of shield. So we'll pick that up. And because we've leveled up, we get another perk. So we just added 3 piercing. What else would we like to add? A disarm and a muddle seems pretty good. That's going to be 1 hero, or 1 villain rather, that doesn't attack us, and 1 that attacks us at disadvantage. Add targets on attacks. It's not going to be as often that I think we'll be next to multiple targets trying to attack more than one thing. And there's only so many times we'll play ranged attacks that will benefit from that. We can get a +1 that gives us 1 shield. It's very specific, but that's only really going to be good if we're going very early in the round as well, for the shield bonus. So I think Pacify. We'll take that, and now we've got lots of these things that when you draw them, if you draw any of these that have the hooked arrow symbol, you then draw another card. So that's Brutus done. Faith, level up. Flurry of Blades, attack 2 at a range of 3, targeting 3 things. And move 4, gain advantage on all of your attacks this round. Gruesome Advantage, attack 3, add 3 attack and gain 1 XP when the target is adjacent to any of your allies, and add 3 more attack and gain XP when the target is adjacent to none of its allies, and a move 7. Now, I think Flurry of Blades. Attack 2 at a range of 3, but targeting 3 things. It's just a shame that attack 2 does not feel particularly strong, but this burns, and that burns, and this burns, and gaining advantage on all of our attacks this round otherwise seems like a good time. What does the reset arrow mean? I can't recall. Well, we'll find out. Then we get a perk because we leveled up. So we can now remove 4 plus zeros. So then we'll only have a miss, a -1, 3 plus zeros, and 7 increased damage cards. Or we can remove that last -1 for a +1. Piercing, poison, muddling, add invisible, or ignore negative scenario effects. I think I'm going to take out that last -1. That seems like a great time to me. So, unless she misses, she will always do damage, which is great. Nothing to do with Craggy, and then Mindy is going to level up as well. No idea what Mind Thief gets at level 4. Loot 1, gain 1 additional gold power for each adjacent enemy. Interesting. Attack 2, move 3, attack 2 again. Is very interesting. Attacks on bottom are good cards because normally it's movement on bottom, attack on top. Cranium Overload. Kill 1 normal enemy within range 4. Attack for 2, target all enemies adjacent to the killed enemy. Gain 1 XP for each enemy targeted. Burn the card with a move 5 on bottom. I know, that seems kind of awesome. Particularly like in that last mission, we had like hordes of people all crammed in together. So I'm going to take that. Then, of course, if we want to be playing any of these cards, we need to actually equip them in our decks. Let's do our perk first. We can take Consistency again, remove 2 -1 cards. Replace 2 +1s with 2 +2s. Now, we're going to have some good stuff once we get past getting rid of some more of these negatives. Alright, let's get rid of those 2 -1s. Then we want to equip cards. So 10 cards here. Cranium Overload is a burn card on top. Something else that's a burn on top that we don't want to or don't intend to use that frequently. Fearsome Blade, attack 2 with push, I think, is probably something that we don't use all that often. So we'll drop that for Cranium Overload. Faith, we now have Flurry of Blades. Round denotes that this effect lasts until the end of the round. Oh, okay. So we want Flurry of Blades, attack 2, targeting 3 at a range of 3. We could probably just get rid of throwing knives in replacement of that, because it's basically an upgraded version of throwing knives, and we don't need to be playing Flurry of Blades and throwing knives all in such quick succession. Then Brutus, did we add a card? Unstoppable Charge, attack for 5, we did. Basic attack and a move with stun on bottom. As good as a disarm is, I think we can lose Provoking Roar for an Unstoppable Charge. It is a much slower card, but I think we'll be okay. So that's all that stuff done. We can do a city encounter while we're here. Relaxing for the evening at the Sleeping Lion, a shifty-looking man approaches you, hand outstretched. In it are a pair of pale dice with crude marks scratched on them. Greetings, friends. You look like you could stand to liven things up a bit. Care for a quick game of bone dice with me? I'm sure we could make it interesting. His other hand pats a coin purse at his side. Go on then. You get into the game, but after a few rounds your enthusiasm wanes as the man displays a streak of luck that can only be described as uncanny. You leave the table empty-handed. Alright, they can't all be winners. So with those things done, we can now decide what quests to take on. We have been asked to investigate the city sewers. Enemies, giant vipers, oozes, and vermling scouts. Doesn't seem awfully risky. Find the dragon. Earth demons, Inox archers, Inox guards, and wind demons. That sounds a bit more risky. Outer ritual chamber. Discover what is coming. Learn the meaning of Jexera's last words. Kill all enemies in all rooms. Cultists, living corpses, night demons, and sun demons. Right, just before we do that, let me see what our goals are. We've done 8 of 15 scenarios with Brutus. Complete 3 scenarios in the Dagger Forest. Unlock and follow Foggy Thicket to its conclusion. Earn 15 perk points from completed battle goals. Kill 1 flame demon, 1 frost demon, 1 wind demon, 1 earth demon, 1 night demon, and 1 sun demon. So we have some options for fulfilling those. But I think right now, a quiet jolly in the sewers with some fairly basic enemies seems like it could be a nice time. So let's do that. I don't think we need to worry about any kind of boons or perks right now. So we'll jump on in.
From the center of the Silent Bridge, a city guard points you to a grating underneath the west side. That's the best way into that hellhole. Good luck.
Simple enough. Our goal to just kill everything that we find. So we just have to keep killing and moving and killing and moving and hope that nothing strange happens.
It takes a bit of climbing, but you eventually make your way down to the grate, which has been twisted and broken over the many years. You light a torch and step inside, following a narrow path up a slight incline, avoiding the stream of brown liquid running in the opposite direction. After a few minutes, the path opens up into a series of branching passageways. You start to look around, deciding on which way to go, when hissing sounds echo through the stonework toward you. You hold fast to your weapons, straining to see multiple slithering shapes approach.
Right. Let's do Craggies first, because they are trying to earn perk points to complete their life goal. Reveal a room by opening a door. Use your equipped items a total number of times to the level +2. Well, with 3 + 2 is 5. And between the stun powder, the healing potions, the minor stuff, and the warhammer, we can certainly do that. So we'll use 5 things. Then for everyone else, have 3 or fewer total cards in your hand at the end. Have 5 or more total cards in your hand at the end. We're probably more likely to use more stuff than we are less stuff. Die hard. Never allow your current hit point value to drop below half your max. Kill 1 or more elite monsters. We'll probably kill an elite monster. Cause a trap to be sprung or disarmed on your turn or on the turn of one of your summons. Have 1 or more monsters present on the map during the beginning of every round. We have mind control. We can probably get something into a trap. And press Alt to show all mercenaries' hands of cards and inventories and screen at once. Don't think I've ever used that one. Oh boy, that's just one really big room. Oh, there is a corridor on this side. Okay, good to know. And we've got so many snakes and a couple of ooze elites at the back. All right. And we can step into this extra tile ahead of us if we wish to. Fortunately, a lot of these snakes don't have too much health, which is nice. So there's the alt where we can see everyone's stuff, which is actually going to be a really useful screen to know about. So, where do we even begin? Once some of these folks move in, we might be able to use Mindy's new superpower side. Which was it? We did equip it, didn't we? Did I forget to change? No, it's Cranium Overload. There it is. Kill 1 normal enemy within range 4, so not an elite enemy. Then attack 2 targeting all adjacent enemies. Gain 1 XP for each enemy targeted. So if these snakes move down to here, we could have a very big attack to happen. But before that, at least none of these guys have shields. Attack 3 at a range of 3. All allies and enemies adjacent suffer 1 damage. That seems like it would be a good attack right there. But we want to go faster than 87, really. That's on top. So something to do on bottom. We can create obstacles, but we can't create them as a pair here because that would knock our entire side of the battlefield off from that entire side. And I was told in the comments, you can't mechanically block off one whole period of the level from another. The game won't let you try and break the scenario in that manner. But add 1 to all of your attack rounds this round. Seems like a good plan. And that's 1, 2, 3. So we'll attack there. What are we gonna do? Really, we want to be attacking as many of them as possible. But if we're going fast, they're not going to be lined up in a terribly useful manner. But we could skewer on top here. And don't we have like a move 2? Oh, move 2, attack 2 is on top. So something on bottom. Just going to need a standard move action, I guess. We'll use Trample, because I don't think we're going to be trying to jump to the back of this room anytime soon. Faith. Now, where do we want to stand to try and hit as much as we can? Attack 2, range 3, targeting 3. 3 at a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. So we can only attack 2 from there, and here we'd be attacking somebody at disadvantage. Man, the geometry of this start really isn't that fun. Force one enemy within range 5 to perform an attack. That's on bottom. And hostile takeover for a stun on top. So if I put Mindy here, we can immobilize this one, but that's not a stun, it's just an immobilize. Attack 1, range 2 with stun. We could stun on bottom here. And then on top, we could attack 2 of them. Then if we put Cragheart there, this is difficult terrain, which I've only just really clocked. But if we instead avalanche, we could put an obstacle here and force everybody else down this left side around the immobilized guy. Or even we could put one there and one here and force everybody to try and come through a single tile. And if we can keep Cragheart alive doing that, that seems like actually quite a decent time. So if we're doing that on bottom, we need something to do on top. And we want to go fast is the thing. So Earthen Clod. This might not work out, but we'll try. Then Faith. Go in with a Swift Bow on top. And take that with advantage. Sure. Move 3, attack 1 with poison, add 2 attack if the target is adjacent to any of Giant Viper's allies. And they're doing that faster than we can put up barricades, which is a great shame. Push 1 and poison, target all adjacent enemies, attack 4 at a range of 2. So the oozes aren't a problem right now. Just the snakes. Right. Move me just to get the advantage. Then... Okay, we didn't need to move. We could have just skipped the movement, but that's fine. Then we're attacking 3 at a range of 4. And we don't have any minus numbers. We already have advantage. We could add 1 and guarantee a kill. Provided we don't miss. Which is like a 1 in... What's that, like 1 in 15-ish? And if this guy is attacking for 1, but then adding poison, and the attacks are going to be worse if there's more than 1 creature there, I think it's worth it. Total overkill. Right, Mindy. Immobilize this one. That way, they can't move in, and 1, 2, 3. They won't be able to have 2 things next to us, or maybe just barely they'll have 2 things next to us. We can't do anything with that, unfortunately. Right, let's see how much damage we're going to get done. That's fine, we're poisoned. They can't move. None of the rest. One of them can, and they add extra damage, which is rough. Right. We are going to... Why? I swear, this one does not appear as difficult terrain in the graphics, and it makes me mad. But we will still use our boots to get there. Then attack these two guys, and we'll do it with advantage because we're attacking two targets. Cragheart, what were you even doing? You were going to make stuff. That's not going to work out at all anymore. Attack for 4 and burn. We could kill two things and then heal ourselves. It's just a very early time to be burning a card. And actually, this guy here only has 1 HP, so we could probably kill them without worrying about attacking at disadvantage. So that's another one down, and we will make Earth for next turn. Do I want to heal the poison off me with the small potion and heal for 5 with the big potion? I don't think I do yet. Although, of course, we do want to use both of those potions eventually, because that is going to be how we get some extra perks later. Right, so Cragheart. What do we have for dealing with these two guys ahead of us? Not a lot, really. Attack 3, push 1, you may push the target into stuff. It's going to have to be that, I think. The rest is range stuff, which is not as beneficial for us right now. Although, if everyone else is going to go sooner than that... we just want to kill the ones closest to us fastest. Unstoppable charge on top would hit for 5. And on bottom, we could attack with spare dagger, but the thing we're going to try and attack will probably be dead. Man, why do I feel so overwhelmed already? Mindy, I would really love you to get Silent Scream going on your melee attacks. Heal 2 at a range of 2. But we need somewhere for you to stand to do that. If we're going to get the attack in, which we would want to. We could push. Could we push? The fear I have is if I come and stand around here at the back, we're going to take 4 or 5 attacks, and they're all going to have possibly extra attack damage for being so big and chunky. We don't want to... Oh, opposing strike doesn't hit the thing behind us as an ally. It has to specify if it's going to attack as an ally. So we can hit something with opposing strike. Or we can attack and push something. Let's attack and push something. That will push this guy there. Then we might be able to move into the gap with Rumbling Advance and hurt people. But we'll do it late, so they've all gone before us. Faith. Somehow I convinced myself to use both of my ranged things at once, which now seems like a terrible thing to have done. I need everybody else to just be the hell out of the way. Move 3, force one adjacent enemy to perform move 1 with you controlling the action. Right. Force one enemy within range 4 to perform a move. Yes, do that so we can get somebody out of the way. Then on top, scurry. Man, I feel like I'm just doing a terrible job of this already. Alright, this is just horrible. Move 4 with jump, attack 0 but poison. Move 4 with jump, attack 1 with poison. Move 0, loot 1, heal 2 self. So the oozes are not our problem. Faith, we have nowhere to stand because I'm terrible. Why do I do this to myself? It's just the worst turn I've ever played. Brutus. There's our miss. We can't pull them anywhere. That one's dead. They need healing desperately. Right, if these guys could all just pile in there, that's great. Right, Cragheart, what are you doing? Heal 4 at a range of 2 or attack 3 with push. And move to all allies and enemies suffer 1 damage. I don't really want to do that, given that there's more of us touching than them. And I hate it, but we need to do this. Then those guys at the back are just doing nothing. Trying to steal our gold and heal themselves. Right. Even if we could force one enemy to not be where they're stood, we can't move into a tile to attack anything. So this continues to just be the worst round I've ever played in my life. Right. What a waste of turns. Right, now can we please do massive damage? Kill one normal enemy within range 4. That's this guy. Attack 2, target all enemies adjacent to the killed enemy. And we'll do that very early, so then we can see what we want to do with everybody else. That's what we're doing on top. On bottom, we can force somebody else to attack each other. Faith. Move 5 and attack with something on this, but we want to do it after that. But if we haven't given ourselves any space to do that yet with, we're going to have to go late instead. Craggy. Attack 2 at a range of 3. Or Dirt Tornado. I think it's going to be a Dirt Tornado on top, something on bottom. Opposing Strike. And Brutus over here. Leaping Cleave attacks the 2 on the left. Then something to do on bottom. Move 3 and maybe push something. No, because I don't really want to push anything. Right, we'll get Warding Strength going. Right, we don't need to change our initiative. Mindy, please kill that guy. And then attack everybody else. That was sick. The only problem is now these two aren't next to each other to attack one another, but that'll be fine. Do we want to move up? Move 3, attack 2 with poison. No. Right. We now have a chance to attack. Add 2 attack if the target is adjacent to any of Giant Viper's allies. So what we want to do is, rather than standing here, stand there. I think. Because I can't see any route where pushing becomes more beneficial to us here. This one's not attacking, this one's disarmed. So we actually only have one character. So if only this character is attacking and this one's not attacking, I guess it can still move and be in line with its ally. So we'll move to here. Then attack this one. And why not push it far away? Probably because Mindy's now about to get attacked, although they're disarmed as well, so maybe not. Oh, I did not think about that bit. Yeah, that'll hurt. Right, do we attack the snake in front of us? Or do we go and start dealing with oozes? I think we go dealing with oozes. Because the 2 at the back can worry about those snakes. And it puts us slightly closer to the door. Add the stun. We don't need to stun yet. And we miss. Classic. Scoundrel, what are we doing? Moving and attacking stuff. We need to kill an elite monster during this scenario. So, add 1 to your attack for each of your allies adjacent to the target. So if we move 5 to there, then attack this guy and don't miss. We have killed an elite monster during the scenario, I think. Right, Mindy already went because she did the super big attack at the beginning. And we have air waning. So I would actually love Skewer back to attack for 4 with piercing. Both of these guys. So I will short rest and hunt it. Goodbye hook and chain. So we're attacking with Skewer on top. We just need a standard move 2 on bottom. We'll take warding strength to try and go a little bit faster, although 32 for 35 is not terribly different. Cragheart. These two guys right here. We probably actually want to step back slightly, because the attack that we did last time got healed because I was not paying enough attention. And if we attack with ranged attacks while close to them, we're not going to do any benefit to ourselves. Now, how much of this area is difficult terrain? Just most of it. What's everyone else doing? We need to worry about that one last snake. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Attack 3 on top. No, because I actually want to get Silent Scream going for healing 2 at a range of 2 while attacking for 2. So we need to move in if we're going to play that. We'll do that with Into the Night to do it quickly, and then Faith can help kill this snake. And then it's just this guy over here. Tell you what then, we will Crater, Sentient Growth, and just have to deal with attacking something closer to us. Snake on 32, these guys on 57. Move 1, attack 3. Move 3, attack 1 with poison. Well, I don't think the snake's going to get a turn. We are taking a standard move 2 to there. Then taking an attack of 2 against this guy. And with that we get a heal 2. We will do Cragheart because he seems to be in the most danger. Then Brutus is up. We are moving to... Oh, this is difficult goddamn terrain. I'm sick of these ambiguous tiles. Alright then, in that case, we're going to attack this guy with piercing from a slight range. And we'll defend ourselves against the next 6 sources of damage. Right, Cragheart. Attack that one. Then move to heal 1, all allies, attack all enemies for 1, even if they have 1 shield. You can always draw a +1 and do a little bit of damage. Right, fresh round. Tiles on the floor are annoying me, but unstoppable charge attacking for 5 is going to do good work, and this tile is definitely not a problem to move on to. So we'll go with Sweeping Blow. Wish he had some faster cards. Faith needs to rest. Single out. You're gone. Now we can pierce with our bow. So Flurry of Blades will attack for 2 through the shielding. Then on bottom, add 2 to all your attacks this round targeting enemies adjacent to none of their allies. Well, those 2 guys have separated themselves from each other, so that's great. Cragheart. We can attack with Massive Boulder against one of them. And move. And then Mindy. We can move and wound. Or we can move and do a standard attack. But if we do a standard attack, we'll be able to heal somebody as well. Right, they're going very slowly, attacking 4 at a range of 4. So we are adding 2 to our attacks. Then attacking 2 at a range of 2. We're going to pierce through these shields. And why not give ourselves advantage? Excellent turn. Right. We now need to move a whole bunch if we're going to get that far over. We can move 4 and stun somebody. It doesn't seem great to burn a card to stun something that's probably going to die imminently. So, to be boring, we will step onto this gold and then not attack. This tight corridor has just been awful. And now we're not going to be able to move far enough to hit that guy unless we move 4 and then attack him for 2. The rough terrain, man, is killing me. Cragheart needs some healing desperately. I actually want to step away before shooting him, because I don't want to hurt myself with the splash damage. Right, they are dead too. Chance for long resting if we want it. I would love my boots and my goggles back here. We would lose probably Sweeping Blow for a long rest and get rid of this poison. Cragheart, you need to rest anyway, so it might as well be a long one. Mindy, you need to rest anyway, might as well be a long one. And Faith, I would love the Eagle Eye goggles back, but at the same time, we could get you through a door. Now we'll just move up to the door with our longest move. And if we're doing that on bottom, we could smoke bomb on top before we breach. We were going in with a swift bow. I'd rather do it with a flurry of blades. So you know what? We will long rest, get flurry of blades back, lose duelist advance, get our goggles back, and then we can hopefully move to the closed door and then do a big attack or something. Alright, long rest all round. We're getting rid of Sweeping Blow. Cragheart. What are we unlikely to use here? Honestly, I don't think Dirt Tornado and the muddling is that important when lots of the stuff is just snakes that aren't that threatening to us. Mindy. We've got Silent Stream going, so the other augments seem far less important to me right now. And Faith. We're going to keep Flurry of Blades, lose Dueling Advance. Right. Fresh round, as fresh as the party is ever going to be. Faith, I want you invisible in the doorway. We can attack with Spare Dagger over Faith from here, and that's going to be on top, something on bottom. Nothing great. So we'll just move with balanced measure to step forward 2. Cragheart. I'd like you to get backup ammunition going on top. Then we will move as far as we can with our movement otherwise. Actually, forget backup ammunition. Heal 4, range 2. Heal yourself for 4 on top. And move 4 on bottom. Do that late. And Mindy. Mindy. Probably not going to be able to do much from all the way back here. Attack 2, range 4 would be our best range. As for moving, we don't really have much for good movement. We want to go very late if we're going to move into the tiles that our friends are stood on. Oh, I didn't swap the... I picked a really late card, didn't change the initiative with it. Fine. Door. So it's another room full of stuff, and then we still have to get to the other room at the back of all that as well. And there's a whole more host of difficult terrain here. We are going to stand in the doorway to be in the way. Are the snakes jumping? They're not. And then we're going to be invisible. Thank you very much. Mindy, we're just going to move in one. We can't reach anything with that attack, so that's skipped as well. Another wasted turn. So many wasted turns. Right, we are stepping forward to there. And then we are going to be able to attack with our dagger. And we miss. But I will take a small healing potion whilst we're there. Pick up some gold, you know. Right, so none of them are moving, even though Brutus is there. They're not moving because they don't think that there's a tile they can get to be there because of our invisible character in the doorway. And so nobody else is appearing to move either. Cragheart. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we weren't going to attack anyway. We were going to heal, so we will still do that. So we'll make sure we use the correct half of a card. Good catch. Right, now Faith has double damage this turn. So we want to Flurry of Blades and attack 2 creatures. I mean, if I could attack 3 creatures, I would. We'd have to stand there to do it, which means we're going to need at least 3 movement on bottom. Which we do have. Then everybody else. So Faith is going to get right out of the way immediately to here. They can't stand on this corner, so they have to go to those 2 tiles. We have Skewer available, so we can attack these 2 guys there. We're going to need to move in a few steps to do it. Cragheart. Again, we need lots of movement. We can move 2 onto that tile. And then Heavy Boulder. Massive Boulder we've already used. Oh god. Oh god. Attack 3, range 3, and push 2, and we have green available. So we'll do that. And Mindy, right back here at the back. Scurry on top just to try and get in the fray. And force 1 enemy within range 5 to attack something. We'll do that late. Move 2, attack, immobilize, poison, attack, poison. Move 2, attack, immobilize, attack, poison. Attack 2, range 4, target 2. Attack 1, range 4, target 2. Ooze suffers 2 damage. Summon normal ooze with hit point value equaling the void. Ooze suffers 2 damage. Summon normal ooze with a hit point value equal to the summoning ooze's current hit point value, limited by a normal ooze's specified maximum hit point value. Oh great, they're going to make more enemies. This encounter sucks. Right, so we have darkness, but we don't have any allies next to us, so that's fine. So we are moving to here. I don't actually think I want to push this guy over because we're going to skewer in a second. Then we're going to attack things with double damage, and we'll do it with advantage. Strong miss. That's a rough one. That's another rough one. Our skewer is ruined. Right, we are moving 3 up to here. Then forcing enemy within range 5 to attack something for 2, which means they might kill this thing. Of course they don't. That would be too ambitious. Now, Cragheart, do you actually have somewhere you can stand? I think you do. Attack 3, range 3, and push something away 2 if we wish to. Honestly, I don't think we need the push. But we'll push in case we miss or something. Then all these guys go. They can't reach us. Then the oozes all create an extra ooze. I'm glad we hit the oozes before they made more oozes. Fresh turn. Oh boy. Move in. Big attack. Attack at 3 range and attack close to kill the little guy in front of us. Cragheart. Attack 2, range of 5, and immobilize something. If we could immobilize those guys before they have a chance to get up to us, I wouldn't be mad. Although at the same time we could possibly kill something else. Attack 2, range 3, heal 2. No, I think that on top is better. And heal 2 at range of 3 on bottom is actually also good. Mindy back here. This is all difficult terrain. Move 4 and stun something. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stun seems not great. Attack 1 at a range of 2 with stun. These turns suck. This tight corridor is just the worst thing I've ever experienced. Apart from that fountain. do a late move and maybe a standard attack, who knows. Faith. Attack the guy closest to us with our melee attack. Then I think we want to attack to kill an ooze. What the ooze is doing: move 2, attack 1 at a range of 3. Move 3, attack 2 if adjacent. This is difficult terrain. I think I'm going to take a kill. Mindy is just useless back here and I hate it. Good. Well, that's horrendous. Cragheart. Attack 2, range 3, heal all allies in the area. Of course we do no damage. Then heal Faith. Brutus. We can move and attack multiple things. Move 1, attack 2 at a range of 3. Move 1, 1, 2, 3. So they're not going to be able to hit us this turn. So if we step into here, we can attack these two guys with advantage. Fresh round. Right, Faith. Leads to short rest, running out of cards very quickly. Very unhappy about this. Goodbye, Sinister Opportunity. Right, we can Thieves' Knack, attack on bottom to try and kill something. Swiftbow, attack on top to try and kill something. We need to short rest anyway. Spare dagger is gone. I'm thinking a trample here. Move 4, jump, attack all enemies, and we can trample with our boots. So we can, I can't see what of this is rough terrain though. But I think we'll be okay. So that's on bottom. And then what are we attacking with on top? Leaping Cleave, I suppose. Cragheart back here. We don't have any more ranged attacks. Move one adjacent hex obstacle to an area within 4. We don't have any obstacles in hexes. We can put backup ammunition up on top. And opposing strike on bottom if we really want to be ready to tank what's going on over here. Then Mindy gets a short rest. Force one enemy within range 5 to perform attack 2. I kind of really want to keep that. We lose Mind's weakness. That's a much better burn. Now we can force one normal enemy to take its turn as if it were allies with us. That's on bottom. One, 2, 3. But we can scurry and stun the ooze closest to this guy, which seems like a great chance. Alright, away we go. Probably got 2 people trying to occupy the same thing or something. Face initiative is fine. So we are moving into here. Oh, we get a free attack against this guy. Do we want to stun it? Move 2, attack 1, immobilize, poison, attack 1, poison. No, we should be fine. And heal Faith, please. Then attack and stun this guy. The oozes all attacking. Push 1 and poison. Attack 3, range 2. No, you'll be fine. We are attacking this guy on bottom. Do we attack the one that we can kill again? Or do we attack over there? Move 2, attack 2 at a range of 3. They're about to be right up on us. Push 1 and poison. Attack 3. Okay, these guys aren't moving. So they're not actually threats to us right now, because this one is stunned, can't attack Brutus. So we will attack over there. Ah! Right. Give me back Swift Bow. Ow. Hopefully that makes a barrier which they can't get past. At least not for the most part. Cragheart. We are just putting up all of our extra supplies. It's going to be the hero of the hour in about 3 turns. Right, we are jumping with an attack with extra movement. So, attack, 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 land. That seems great. Would be nicer if we were doing the whole thing with advantage, but beggars can't be choosers. We don't need our potion yet. These 2 guys then get attacked. That also seemed to go really well. The oozes attack... Oh, just one of us. Push 1. Oh, attack 3, range 2. That's just me being dumb then, thinking we weren't going to be attacked. But all's well that works out reasonably okay. Right, here we can't attack both of these guys. Or we can with Skewer. We don't have any air energy. I think I'd actually rather step to this tile and then attack 2 here if possible. Faith. Attack 2, range 3. If we had our +1 potion or something, it would be a way better sell to me. Actually, Faith can Flurry of Blades. That's going to catch this one with 1 HP, and then we can attack some of the slimes. And then we can move if we want to. Then Brutus can move over 1 step with Juggernaut and Unstoppable Charge the guy with 5 HP. Cragheart. Needs to short rest and get back some of his ranged attacks. So if we have something like Massive Boulder, attack 3, range 3, and if it's attack 3, 1, 2, 3, we need to move forward a bit. Or we could hope they come closer to us and heavy swing. But either way, we need to keep progressing through this room, so... Actually, Earthen Clod, attack 2, range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to hit all of them. We can attack... Well, it's going to be within range of all of them. We can attack 2 of them, and we can add 1 to that attack, and we can go reasonably quickly. Then Mindy... This should be dead, that should die. It's just these folks over here. Attack 2, range 4, immobilize. Attack 3 and stun if we have ice, which we do. So if we're doing that on top, we just need to move something on bottom. Alright, they're going very slowly, which is huge. Oozes are suffering 2 damage. So this one's going to die anyway. That one's going to die anyway. So, Faith. We're going to try and hit this one. That one's going to die anyway. Hit that one. And... we've got an extra arrow, we might as well spend it. And then move 5. You'll move all the way over here. Mindy, we were going to step forward and stun. We may as well still do that. We don't have enough movement to do anything else. Or we could actually step forward to here. This is ooze 3. This is ooze 10. So this ooze is going to get a turn. But it's not attacking, it's just summoning. So we'll step forward to here. And then loot 1. And loot the gold that's around us. Right, Brutus, simple turn. Step to there. Skip movement. Attack for 5. Beg that we don't miss. Then Cragheart is up. We are adding 1 to our attacks this round. And attacking like that. Right, that should be this room done. Because those oozes self-destruct. Right, I think it's time for some fresh long rests. Unless we want to spend 2 cards that we have moving closer to the door, then long resting. Effectively giving us a whole extra turn. Cragheart, you need to move like way faster. We can move for 5 with that. We can move 4 with that, that's not so bad. 4 on bottom. And we might be able to heal someone with that. And here we'll play the 2 cards we have, get over, then long rest in a moment. Faith initiative does not need to change on a 99. So, Mindy is up. We can jump over that sludge to get 1 tile further across. Then skip our attack. Do we want to get anything back? No, we don't. We are going to move 2 up towards this door. Skip this attack. And we are going to move 4 up to here. We can't do the healing without the attacking, which is annoying. Long rest here. Choose a card to get rid of. It's got to be Thieves' Knack. We need the movement too badly otherwise. Right, if we long rest now, we don't get a turn after we bust down this door, but Faith has so few cards left that we're only going to really get 1 more turn out of her. So would we rather just burn the door down now and attack? I think we would. We have our goggles back, so we're going to charge in on bottom. And Flurry of Blades with advantage on top. That will get us to the door. Yes, it will. So instead of long resting here, we're going to short rest. We're going to lose Juggernaut. Then I think we can move in on a Leaping Cleave, and when we get in, let's just kill all enemies in all rooms. So we'll go with an Unstoppable Charge to just try and kill something, reduce the numbers. Here we need to just keep moving. And Mindy will take a long rest here at the back. How many foes are there?
Navigating through the passageways, You find yourself in a large, open room with a cistern at the center. Around the cistern stand a group of vermlings who look up and snarl in your direction.
This must be the source of the poisoned water. So, lots of difficult terrain. A chest. There is a trap there that is a stun. Don't see any other stun traps. Plenty of oozes at the back of the room. But we are going to step right up into here. And then we're going to attack 2 at a range of 3 at advantage. These 3 weaker guys, because any +1 or ×2 will kill them. Great. Even better. Right here, I was going to do as big attack into the biggest thing we could find as I could. So, we'll jump to there. Then attack this guy and hope to, please dear God, don't miss. Very nice. What are the oozes up to? Attack at range but not move, so they're not in range to actually hit any of us. Cragheart is just going to keep up with his walk. Attack 3 at a range of 3 does not get to that enemy, unfortunately. Still need to use the rest of our stuff with Cragheart. We are burning a card. Goodbye into the night. Alright, I suddenly have slightly more hope that we're going to be able to do this. Unfortunately, we don't have anywhere we can attack 2 targets from here. But we do have wind. What can Faith do from here? We can short rest once more and then make a final attack. Or we can long rest now, kite some attacks, and then attack the next turn with advantage on everything. I don't know if this is terrible or not, but we're doing it. Skewer attacks for 3. We can kill this guy. And we just have to play the 2 cards that we have. Mindy at the back. If we scurry for 3, we'll be close enough to hit that guy, which we can do with a Perverse Edge. And Cragheart. You can take a short rest. Massive Boulder we really want to keep. We need that move 4. Goodbye, Crater. So we're going to use the move 4 of that Massive Boulder. That will get us to 1, 2, 3 behind Faith, or 4 if we kill this thing, which we should, because Mindy is going to attack it. And so then we have free reign to attack the 2 things that remain. And we'll use Sentient Growth to try and get some healing off the back of that as well. Oozelites, moving 0, attacking 4 at a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not attacking us. These guys are attacking for 5 and 4 respectively, but they won't probably last the turn. Scurry 3 to here. Skip the attack. Attack that guy. Another one bites the dust. Craggy up here. We're going to attack this one, and we'll do it with a +1. You're attacking for 4, you're attacking for 5. I think I'd rather just have the guy be killed, because Cragheart's going to move in a second and offer their assistance too. Actually, if Cragheart's attacking as well, let's go after this guy. Man, I hope Cragheart's attacking. We can move now, but I really don't want to because the other guys will be in range of us. All of the slimes don't attack us because they can't move. They can't get into any kind of range. Cragheart moves 4 to here. Then attacks 2 at a range of 2. And that is an excellent turn. Faith, long rests. Right, what are we not playing next turn? Flanking strike. Round 15. So, Faith's turn is simple enough. We are playing Flurry of Blades on top, or Swift Bow on top with move 4, gain advantage on all attacks this round. But those are the 2 cards we have, those are the 2 cards we can play. We should probably take a long rest. We'll get our advantage goggles back, we'll get our double movement or extra movement, we'll get our shield. Cragheart. We can heal people, but healing isn't really the most pertinent thing right now. We need to get over there still. Move 5, jump through all adjacent obstacles and disarm all traps moved through. Well, we're not going to move through that trap, and there are literally no obstacles in this room. We don't know what they're doing yet. Wherever we go, we're probably going to invite many attacks against ourselves. Attack 2 at a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we stood there, we could attack 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if we move in on a standard movement, we can only attack 1 of them because our range isn't enough to be able to attack 2, but because of the rough terrain, we can't stand anywhere else. At least not anywhere closer to them. Or we could jump 5 and just start swinging. But that's going to invite us getting attacked a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could get us to there. Maybe right now we heal ourselves for 2 on bottom. No, that doesn't help us either. We don't have any tiles we can put stuff in because Faith's in the way. Although Faith will probably move somewhere. Is Faith going to move? Move 4, gain advantage on a swift bow. Or move 2. Gets us 1 tile because of the mud. We can't Flurry of Blades then, so we're going to go late on the off chance they move closer to us. We just need to keep moving into this room, or I was going to say we could move back into the corridor, but so far, in all of the turns that they have played, none of the oozes have moved yet. So we'll do Earthen Clod because it's an attack we can actually do. And Mindy, we're not going to be in range for anything, so we will move in and save Hostile Takeover for the next turn. Move 2, attack 2 at a range of 3, move 2, attack 1 at a range of 3. And of course, I made Mindy go too fast, or at least the slower of her 2 cards, and she's not going to have anywhere to stand. She has Hostile Takeover, so we'll play minus Stamina Potion to get something back so we get an extra turn. Attack 2, range of 4. Or force 1 more normal early enemy to take its turn as if it were our team. So if we take Scurry, we might be able to make that happen next turn. Now, Faith. We're going to move 4. Up to here. Then we're going to get advantage on this attack. We don't need the goggles because we already have advantage. We can't have super advantage, that's not a thing. And we don't have piercing. So we'll attack the weaker thing in hopes of doing plus damage or times 2 damage or something to it, and getting it closer to being just dead. Right, I think that's Faith's last turn. But hey, if all of these things want to attack Faith and not the rest of the party, then sure. Cragheart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can now attack 2 targets if we stand here. And let's start using all our extra gear, because why not? We missed them, but they are stunned. They have 1 HP left. Then we're long resting, which I'm fine with. Need to burn a card. Balanced measure, you're gone. Round 16. Man, these oozes have like a lot of shield and health and stuff. I'm not a big fan. Right, if we leaping cleave now to move 3 with a jump, we will then have air for skewer next turn. So we'll do that now. Faith is going to long rest. She becomes a target for some attacks before she faints. here we have no way to move and no way to attack, so we're going to short rest. Sentient growth. Sure. We will be able to move to here with Massive Boulder. Attack 3, push 1. Could push them into that trap and be stunned. But we can't move through that much rough terrain. Move 5 with jump. But that would burn another card. We can put obstacles down on bottom and then throw them next time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Avalanche on bottom. Earthen Clod again on top. Mindy. We can walk in for 2. Or we can just play the 2 cards we have. Move 1, attack 3, range 3. Move 1, attack 1, range 3. Move 1, attack 2, range 3. Forcing an enemy to take a whole turn, as if it were on our team, does not seem productive. But at the same time, we don't really have any other options. But at the same time, even if we move in with this to as far as we can get in, nothing is in range. So we can't do that. But we can move even further over. And turn ourselves invisible. So we won't be targeted this coming round. Cragheart. That can die. And this can get hit. That one's stunned, so that's fine. Then... Are you kidding me? We can't make anything on any of these tiles? I'm mad. Brutus. We are moving 3 with jump. I was going to move to there, but since I cannot... Oh wait, I can. Boots recharged. Then attack 5. How's our deck looking? Miss, -2, -1. No +2. I think I'm going to save the advantage for next turn when we pierce through these guys and instead just do a normal attack there. Hope for a +1. That's not it. You're stunned. Tanks do be tanking. Faith is exhausted. Right, we're going to short rest and get 1 more turn in. Leap and Cleave we can burn. We are playing Skewer and Unstoppable Charge. Move 4, stun all adjacent enemies is going to be massive because we can basically move to there. Cragheart, we need to move in and attack lots of stuff very quickly. We do not have dual attack anymore. Mindy, it's going to be a short rest. Hostile takeover. Force one enemy or elite enemy within range 3 to perform a turn as if it's on our side. Force one enemy within range 5 to perform an attack. So we can scurry, attack that thing. No. Hostile takeover. Attack 2, range 4, and mobilize. Can do that. And then submissive affliction. Force one enemy within range 5 to perform attack 2. They're all suffering 2 damage and creating more clones. Well, that means this one is just going to die. So we don't have to worry about trying to attack it. So we can attack you. And we don't need to stun on this turn. I should have done one of the ones that was not next to one another. That's on me. We are attacking with Pierce, with extra damage and advantage through these two guys. Massive. And then moving to here and stunning all these guys. If they're stunned, they're not actually making clones this turn. They're just doing nothing. It's not like being disarmed. They are entirely killed. So, here. Attack 3 at a range of 3 is not close enough right now. But we can get to there. And then attack 3, range 3, all allies and enemies suffer 1 damage. So we can do that. Then all of these guys are stunned. That guy just dies. Because he loses 2 health and then doesn't have enough health to make another one of him. We knew Brute was going to be exhausted. Cragheart, it's kind of all on you now, guy. So it's going to have to be a short rest here. I do not want to lose Massive Boulder. So we will lose Earthen Clod. It's basically just kill the guy with 10 HP left. That's the real challenge right now. All right, we can move. And we can attack for 3. Move 3, attack 1. 1, 2, 3. Frigid Apparition. Attack 3 and add stun. We can't move enough to do both without burning something. So I think we actually move for 4, stun something. No, because you can't move for 4 and stun something and attack and stun something because they're on the same card. Alright, we'll play the 2 cards we have to keep an extra turn in. And here, you're probably going to die to the Scurry, although Scurry is attack for 1, isn't it? Alright, in that case, Massive Boulder will kill the guy with 1, because it doesn't do an attack roll for the 1 damage, it just hits. So if we're doing that on top, we can heavy swing on bottom and add 1 attack to all of our attacks this round. Then next turn we can avalanche, creates hex obstacles, and then throw them immediately afterwards. So we're adding 1 of our to attack and massive bouldering. They are moving 0, looting 1, and healing 2 for self. Well, fortunately we're going to kill this guy before he can loot the chest I want. So we're going to move up to here. Even with jumping, 1, 2, 3 wouldn't get us to the chest. If we can get a +1 here. We cannot, but that is fine. We don't need to move and stun stuff on the bottom. Going to hold on to our cards. Heal ourselves, sure. We could put ourselves into the trap just for the neutralizer bonus, but I think I'd rather win the scenario without if I lose this scenario because I set off a trap and stun myself for a turn, you can only imagine how annoyed at myself I would be. Add 1 to all my ranged attack this turn. Attack here, which will attack for 4, which is 3 + 1, which is 3 health + 1 shield, and kill the guy for 1. Oh, the -1 is so brutal because now it's going to heal. Fresh round. Right, we're going to create hexes and throw 1 of them. And here we're going to short rest. Frigid Apparition. Attack 3 with stun. We have another card that... Oh, that's really useful. We have another card that would make ice that would let us stun something. So I think we redraw. We lose Scurry. Yeah, we have Hostile Takeover. Attack 2 at a range of 4 and mobilize. And create ice. And then if we create the ice, next turn after that we can attack for 3 and stun something. Attack 2 at a range of 4 gives us the option of attacking either 1. And then Submissive Affliction. Suffer 2 damage, normal ooze with a hit point value, summoning equal to the hit point value of the ooze. Right. So if we hit the one with 3, it will just die. So let's make... If we forced it to take a turn as if it was on our side, would we get the allied ooze? Would it become our ally? I don't know. I don't want to find out and fail the scenario because of it. Right, we are low on increased damages. But that's fine because we only need to hit this guy once. So we're going to have you attack them. Then attack you. No. Attack you with stun powder. So they're not going to create anything next turn. We create 2 obstacles. Then we move one of them. Move 1 adjacent single hex obstacle to an empty hex within range 4. Attack 2, target all adjacent tiles. So we select that rock and we throw it there, and it attacks everything adjacent. I did not realise the obstacle remains. Right, 7 HP, and I would love to pick up that box. We can short rest, then move in and stun with either of these cards. So we burn this. We play those 2 cards. Then here we short rest. Clear the way. Move 1 adjacent hex. Attack for 2 or 3. I'm going to redraw for that because we have the tiles still next to us. We're going to lose Avalanche, which is a burn card. We're going to play Clear the Way again. Throw this to that tile next time. And play Massive Boulder to move on to the chest. Pray to God it isn't a trap. He goes very slowly. So we move into then attack with stun. Heal ourselves. Cragheart, we've used enough equipment, so we don't need to worry about that. So we are moving to here. Moving this. Moving this to there. Attacking that guy. We collect a steel ring design. They're stunned, they don't get a turn. We're up again. We can short rest, burn this. Right, we can long rest and take attacks, but we can't short rest and play another card. Here, we just need to do 3 damage. And I would actually prefer if Mindy took a short rest, burned a card, and was exhausted so that we can stand on that tile. So then we can move to here. Then attack 3, push 1. You may push the target into hexes containing obstacles. In each case, destroy the obstacle. The target suffers 2 damage and you gain 1. And why not knock them out at the same time. I cannot believe that we missed, but we still kill them from the push. That is massive vindication.
The verlings lie dead, their dark blood mixing with the pools of water on the floor. Investigating further, you find no poisons of any kind on the corpses. Is it possible these vermin were not the cause, and just living here, away from the eyes of the guard? At the back of the room, large cracks are present in the wall, displaying a passage deeper into the depths. And if you had some way to breathe underwater, you may even be able to enter the cistern and find the source that way.
Right. Use your equipped stuff 5 times, we did it. Have 3 or fewer cards left in your hand, we did it. Kill 1 or more elites, we did it. Cause a trap to go off, we did not do it. How is this one longer than the one we just did with all the guards and all the archery and stuff? But hey, I will always take a win. If I don't have to redo the mission, I'd rather spend an extra half hour on the mission and not have to redo it than spend 2 1 hour 30 slots trying it twice. 8 XP, Frozen Hollow, Deep Ruins, Eternal Wanderers completed 9 of 15 scenarios. Battle Legend has got 7 of 15 perk points. And then we have some leveling and some equipment and stuff, but we will worry about that next time. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you do watch all the way through to the end of these 2-hour missions, I'm very grateful for your attention. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.